Hey everybody, and welcome to the End Channel video blog. And today what I want to talk about are the Joker Wera wrenches. Now these are amazing wrenches because they have a really cool concept on the open end of the wrench. And that is, they have slots in here which can hold nuts, as well as a back plate which is going to retain them. And what that actually means for you as a tool user is that you can actually pick up a nut and hold it in place without any other assistance. And it's just because that back plate they put on the actual tool, which holds it into a slotted groove. And it's just a really simple concept, but it makes installation so much easier when you're working with it in comparison to a regular wrench. So let's get into this review. Now, as you can see here, when you're using just your regular combination wrench, you actually have to really focus on where your placement is on the wrench, and it's just really cumbersome. Where now, if you look at the actual Wera Joker wrench, you can just cruise along. It's a really fast-paced tool because that traction you can generate on the bolt and actually not worry about anything except for just turning it. Now, because of the unique design, the open-end part of the wrench, you're actually able to move in more confined areas, and that's what I'm simulating here between two C-clamps, is just how useful this tool is. Now, another aspect about this tool is they actually have a ratcheting end, and they also have the orientation of which way goes which. It's just a little subtle feature, but it does translate into a huge way. And it's a really nice fine function. It's really fine-toothed, so that way you can really control your movements in a confined space. Now, one feature I got to point out here on the Joker Wera wrenches is the actual handle here, and it's the only wrench I've ever seen where it actually does do a little bit for ergonomics. Now, I know probably this is more or less just for their consistent branding of their tools, where they have that design integrated into everything, but the fact is, that does offer some comfort, and it actually has a place for your thumb groove, and it's the only wrench I've ever seen where they've actually somewhat considered ergonomics into their tool. Now, another cool aspect about the Joker Wera wrenches is the plate. Not only does that retain the actual nut, but it actually has serrated edges. So when you're working on things that are just generally worn out or oxidized, that little bit of extra grip is going to allow you to easily remove oxidized and worn out materials. Now, the name Joker actually comes from card games, and what they're saying is that the Joker is usually a wild card and able to help the user in many ways, and being very versatile, and that's exactly what these wrenches are. They are extremely versatile, with the ratcheting end and a really innovative open-ended part of the wrench where you're able to remove oxidized nuts with relative ease and actually retain nuts in here without the assistance of magnets or anything like that. It's a really cool aspect, and of course, without a doubt, I'm highly recommending you pick up a set of these because they are a sensational tool. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching.